December 26th, the holiday season. Why do we call it that? Historically and factually, it's because there are a lot of holidays in this season. Pundits who think we're caught in a culture war will claim that it's just an anti-Christmas thing, politically correct speech to placate non-Christian minorities with other holidays in the season. But isn't it exactly in the spirit of Christmas to think of others rather than ourselves? In the case of the fairly new holiday Kwanzaa, that conflict is a central one. See you at Christmas. This is day 3 of the TimeGhost of Christmas Past. I'm Indy Neidell. We're in 1960s America, an era marked by nationwide unrest and demonstrations in the civil rights movement. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X fight for racial equality and the abolition of segregation, while white nationalist and segregationist groups, like the Ku Klux Klan, violently oppose this sociological shift in society. In 1966, the movement peaks with the emergence of the Black Panther movement, as well as something genuinely peculiar and new. See, on December 26, 1966, a doctor of African studies observes a celebration of African heritage and culture alongside members of the African American community in California. That doctor is Maulana Karenga, and the celebration is the first observance of Kwanzaa. Now, in the 1960s, Karenga is in his 20s and is a fervent supporter of the civil rights movement. He is also a high-ranking member of the Black Panther Party. At UCLA, he develops a philosophy of a cultural and political revolution for African Americans under the slogan, Back to Black. He sees the civil rights movement as the beginning of a political revolution, but seeks a cultural revolution to reconnect blacks with their African heritage. This all results in the celebration he creates, Kwanzaa. See, Karenga arranged for Kwanzaa to be observed over a 7-day period, with each day representing a value or principle that he relates to the African community. For example, the first day observed, December 26th, or today, represents unity, or umoja, among the black community and race as well as the family. The festivities conclude January 1st. During Kwanzaa, observers participate in traditional dancing to African music, wearing African clothing like the dashiki, and reading African literature and poetry. On the final day, a large feast with traditional African dishes and fruit is held that concludes the celebrations. Throughout the whole week, it is common and expected to wear the 3 Pan-African colors, green, black, and red. In short, Kwanzaa is a week-long celebration of African culture and heritage. In 1966, with the beginning of Kwanzaa, Karenga's views can be seen as quite controversial. He advocates black nationalism and has many racist undertones. This has, however, since faded from Kwanzaa celebrations, which are now seen as more of a tribute to African heritage and traditional culture, rather than the cultural revolution for African Americans it was created to serve. But that begs the question, why December 26th? I mean, people are in the midst of Yuletide festivities and they would be busy with other things. So why does Karenga choose this exact date? Well, as an atheist, Karenga wanted Kwanzaa to replace Christmas, which he saw as a white holiday. He also called for members of the African American community to abandon Christianity. However, as Kwanzaa became increasingly mainstream, he took back his previous statements to not alienate African American Christians, and that worked. And today, Kwanzaa is celebrated alongside Christmas by millions of people. It is uncertain exactly how many people celebrate Kwanzaa each year. Some say 6 million, while other estimates are as high as 30 million. But it has unquestionably evolved into a huge thing. Born out of the civil rights movement, it is today an enormous celebratory event for African culture and heritage in general. Now, I'm sure that I don't need to tell you to stick to our community rules when you comment, so try to spread some holiday cheer. And if you're new to us or you want to revisit the past, check out our World War II channel where we cover that conflict in real time, week by week, or the rest of our fabulous historical content here on TimeGhost. And with that, I wish you once again happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, joyous Kwanzaa, or whatever makes you feel that this is the season to be merry. Love to you all, and see you tomorrow for another installment of the TimeGhost of Christmas Past.